Hello, everyone. It's Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers. And today it's day 76 in our 365 days free challenge, where we go live every day to talk about healing back pain for good, but also living a fulfilled life. Today, or this day, we're talking about the 7th of the 10 daily holistic healing habits. No, the sixth. The sixth of the 10 daily holistic healing habits, and it's about consume nutritious food and beverages every day and throughout the day. And we are in the middle of a summary period. So we have been talking about, for 10 weeks, we have been talking about the 10 daily holistic healing habits for 1 week each. And now we are doing just a repetition of all the 10 daily holistic healing habits. So if you're interested in what they are, you should begin, if you haven't watched the other videos, you should begin on day 71. Because that is the first day in our summary period or review period or repetition period, whatever you like to call it. And since I'm not the inventor of these 10 daily holistic healing habits, the highest consciousness is, and they have been channeled through me, Mona. I'm going to hand you over to the highest consciousness, and let them talk about consume healthy and nutritious beverages and food every day and throughout the day. Okay. Food and beverages. While not everything that humans can eat and drink are healthy. You all know that, but most people don't know that, first of all, the real you, the true you, is not your body. You are living in that body right now. And it's your vehicle to experience yourself and everyone else and their ways and your way to show love and express love. To remember what you are and then begin to align with that. We have said that many times now. And if you could begin to really remember and take in that you are not your body. Your body, it's just your home right now. It's a temporary home. And to look at the body that way, that it's not a part of you. And begin instead to know what you are and align everything with that. You don't need to worry about food. But not very many people are living in that vibration and that consciousness yet. So therefore, almost everybody believes that food and beverages have something to do with health and healing. So therefore, we want you to know as much as possible about what food to eat, what food to avoid, and that goes for beverages too. So, a lot of people are taught that some foods are very healthy. And there are people that could eat these types of food and don't feel bad about it, and still stay healthy. But there are so many people all around the world, and especially in countries where you have it quite well when we're talking about living standards, that are suffering from inflammation in some parts of their bodies, or they are suffering from viruses, poisoned bodies, and things like that. And they're not even aware about that is the case. Mona's mother has rheumatism, and some years ago, Mona started to have a joint pain as well. And her mother is on shots every fortnight, and also some cancer medicine, even though she doesn't have cancer, to try to reduce the inflammation and the pain. So Mona knew that that might be the route for her too. But fortunately, she became interested in weight loss by reducing grains, especially wheat, dairy products, and at that moment also meat. And by reducing those things from her diet, she never ate that, or almost never. She never eat meat or animal products, except if it comes from fish. Uh, she became so much alert, and she had a lot more energy. So she started to learn more about foods and what might be good to eat and what to avoid and so on. She also quit sugar because she had weight problems, according to her. And for the first time, when she reduced the grain and she didn't eat that, she managed to keep her hunger for sweets in a normal proportion. She also, as we mentioned, felt healthier. And then she started looking, and she found a man who is channeling as well. He calls himself medical medium Anthony William, and he channels the spirit of compassion. And he is revealing things that the doctors and the scientists don't know about food yet. So Mona found out that the joint pain that she was experiencing probably was not rheumatism, but rheumatism is the symptom of a virus that is called Epstein-Barr. Her mother probably has that too. And then she realized that, okay, I have to stop feeding that virus what it is really living on. And by not eating any grains, especially not any wheat, no sugar, or she eats sugar once in a while for special occasion. We've talked about this before. And never ever will she eat dairy again, since before Christmas she did that and she couldn't hardly walk for about 2 weeks. Uh, and no eggs, uh, and she don't eat um, that. When she eats fish, she eats salmon, and so on. And there are many things you could do to reduce the things that the viruses are living on. So Mona is and Thomas almost are following his recommendation about food and beverages, and they are feeling so much better. Mona is almost pain-free. She knows she is having a little bit joint pain still some days in her left elbow, but then she also knows that she's been cheating. She ate popcorn for 3 days in a row because they went to the movies the other day, she and her family, and watched the latest Minion movie. And they don't go to the movies that often, so she thought, well, I could have a real um, cinema experience and eating popcorn, but now she has to pay for it. But she still thinks it was worth it because they don't go to the movies that often, and she knows she will go back to the things that she feel well eating. But if she hadn't begin experimenting with avoiding special food and so on, she would have gone to the doctor and got the medication. And she would have thought that having that much pain as she did just before Christmas and throughout Christmas, not being able to walk properly without every joint in her leg, arms, shoulders, elbows, fingers, toes, every joint in her body was aching every time she moved a part of her body. She would have thought that that was her normal. And a lot of food that most of humans have been taught are good are not good if you have viruses like this, or inflammation and other things in your bodies going on. So, for example, there are a lot of conditions, sicknesses, illnesses that the doctors think that is the problem, but it is not the problem. They are the symptoms. The problems are other things that the scientists and the doctors are not aware about yet. And for more information, please check him out. He is the best one to express this. And he is also very passionate about helping people to heal, not just physically but mentally as well. And you also know that you eat things for the wrong reasons. Maybe you eat out of bad habits. You have to have a piece of cake every day or every Wednesday and Friday. Or you eat too much, or you don't eat things that you feel well when you eat, either when you eat it at the very moment or hours or days afterwards. So first of all, we recommend you experimenting again, journaling about what you eat. Are there things in that diet that you could quit eating immediately? They are just bad habits. Are there things that you could replace them with, healthier things that you could replace those bad habit eating foods with? And then, of course, could it be that way that you are eating foods that making your back pain worse? There are there are millions of people out there having lower back pain, and they are having inflammation in their nerve system, in their nerves in the lower part of the back, because they are having too much uh, not healthy things going on in their bodies and in their bloodstreams. They are having too much poison pumping through their bodies, or they have other health issues. Um, Mona's not very comfortable talking about this because she doesn't want to interpret anything that we say in the wrong way. She wants us to just recommend Anthony William and see what he has to say about this. You could find him on social media, and he has a website, medicalmedium.com, I think it is. So you could follow him, and he has written, we don't know how many books. Mona doesn't know how many books, but she has at least 3 of them. And the book that she talks a lot about is about cleanse. And she is going to do a cleanse at the end of this summer, and hopefully you could follow along with her and Thomas. So if eating healthy is about observing your eating patterns as well. Why do you eat? Do you eat because you lack safety, or you want to feel comforted? That is not good ideas at all, because food will never ever fill up the loneliness and the empty or whole spaces in your being. Never ever. It's going to hit hard when it turns back on you again. So the ego, of course, wants you to take and eat whatever it feels best in that moment, but uh, it's not interested guiding you towards living a fulfilled life. That it's not its purpose. So please try to get some more information about your own eating habits. First of all, why do you eat? What could you skip? What could you change eating other things? What could you reduce? What could you uh, eat more of that is very good? For example, fruit. Fruits are are really, really good for cleansing the body, veggies as well. And raw food, of course, is also very good. They have a lot of nutritious things in it before, since it's not cooked, and vitamins and minerals and things like that. But as we know that Mona is not very good at, she doesn't want to channel these things because she feels kind of insecure about this. But it's a really, really important daily habit to be very conscious and intentional about what you put in your mouth. It means more than you think, because some food lower your vibration and your frequency. They do. And some foods increase them. And it's really important to learn more about this. Mona would not, and Thomas either, would not have the life quality that they are enjoying right now if they didn't think about what to eat and what not to eat. That's for sure. I'll hand you over to Mona right now. Okay, that's true. I don't feel that comfortable channeling about too many facts and complicated things, because it's my interpretation of the things that I get. And if I will get it wrong, uh, I don't want that. I don't want people to suffer because I've said something wrong like that. And so it's a lot easier for me to be more general about things, and then recommend other people that are having more facts and know what they are talking about instead. But I could say for sure that I would not have this energy. I will not feel this way that I'm doing today if I had continued eating what normal diet in Sweden consists of. It's almost sugar in everything. It's a lot of wheat, a lot of gluten everywhere, and dairy in almost everything, and meat, of course, and eggs. And so I am not ever going to eat dairy again, because it was horrible. I had pain everywhere in my whole body, and now I'm almost pain free. Some days I feel pain in my left elbow when I'm trying to push something or lift something, but that's the only thing I feel in my joints. And before Christmas, when I had dairy, I couldn't move without every joint hurting. So I'm really happy for that I have found this out. And what if your back pain could be relieved just by avoiding certain food? Thomas is so much better when he is not eating dairy, gluten, eggs, things like that anymore. And when he is cheating, um, of course, his pain comes back. So that's everything for today. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the seventh of the 10 daily holistic healing habit. And it's about spiritual and transformational input, to consume that every day and throughout the day. And if you know someone that might benefit from learning about these 10 daily holistic healing habits, please send them to day 71 and see if this is something for them. And of course, they have to believe in channeling, otherwise, this is not for them at all. Okay? Until then, have a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world, and much love and blessings. Bye.